think the as we get to really the heart of this conversation about Alex Grinch and the job he's doing, we do need to realize that USC's 8-1, and he still has overall, through as a 9-game body of work, he's still exceeded expectations through 9 games. But we've had now 3 straight train wrecks. So problems aren't getting fixed. You're still seeing the missed tackles. The secondary, after the Arizona game, did not fix any of its problems against Cal. So you have to wonder, the coaching is not getting through right now, not on the defensive side of the ball. Now, Alex Grinch, he's a stand-up guy. He'll say, and he did say after the Cal game, it's coaching. Like, I'm not coaching well. I have to do better. And he's good at owning his mistakes, but you can own all the mistakes you want. You're not hired at USC to just spend every weekend owning mistakes. Like, you have to actually fix this thing. And so we have a situation where, I think Alex Grinch should get the 2023 season. I think he should be retained. But, if the UCLA and Notre Dame games go sideways, as these past 3 games have gone against Utah, Arizona, and Cal, like, it's a real conversation, right? Like, not saying that he should be fired by Lincoln Riley, but like, we would have to talk about it going into the off season. And that would be really unfortunate given how well the first 6 weeks of the season went. When he was a Broyles Award candidate, he was in the mix. He was doing such a great job. And then 3 straight games where the team, and specifically the secondary, fall off a cliff. It's a really weird turn of events, right? Because you knew going into the season that this defense was going to struggle, and that Alex Grinch wasn't dealing with a fully stocked roster, a fully stocked depth chart. So the fan base was ready and willing to cut him some slack, and I think that's still warranted. Like, you don't forget the first 6 weeks of the season based on these last 3, but like, we weren't expecting the defense to be better in the first half of the season, right? You and I talked a lot about how, is this defense going to be good enough for Oregon State in week 4? That key game, this defense is probably going to be better later in the year. It's been just the opposite. And again, we know Eric Gentry, but it has to be about more than one guy. Like, one guy should not be, that important to the whole operation. So Alex Grinch faces some real questions right now. Like, he has to be at least half decent against UCLA. And I'm not expecting USC to stand on its head and be great, but here's the backdrop. UCLA scored 62 on the Todd Orlando, Dante Williams defense last year. So it invites the point that if this USC defense gives up 60 or 55 to UCLA, which right now seems pretty possible, you really do have to wonder, is Alex Grinch the right guy to coach this defense in 2023 and then to lead the USC into the Big Ten? I think you give him 2023 no matter what, but entering an off season in which there are serious questions about Grinch, we weren't here a month ago saying that. We weren't even thinking about that. We were thinking, wow, he's justified Lincoln Riley's loyalty. He's really delivered the goods. He's really answered the bell. And 3 straight weeks of horrible performances. It's certainly a fascinating plot twist that USC was so solid, not great, but solid, competent, doing what more than a lot of people expected in 6 weeks, and in the last 3 weeks, without any adjustments, without any course corrections, it unravels. We'll see if Alex Grinch can get this thing back on track.